Yeah, definitely. So there's three types of SEO, and they probably do all come hand in hand in a way, in terms of ranking. So you have, for example, on-page SEO. So that is what it is. It's the SEO you do on the front of your website, to your content. That is, like, say, putting keywords in the content on your website page, optimizing your images to make sure that, you know, they're named with the right keywords and things like that. You then have a second type of keyword SEO, which is like off-page SEO. So that's more like your technical factors of SEO. So they're probably more things like the website design, the customer journey, the speed of your website. Obviously ranking factors of, like, nowadays people use a mobile more than a computer. So again, things like that will have an impact. You know, if your website loads really slow on a mobile, that's going to affect your customer journey. So then it's going to have a negative impact on ranking your website.
Yeah.
And then again, further to that, you then have like what they call link building, for example, is another big factor to SEO. But again, there's a specific strategy to that.
Yeah.
Often people want to just, like, when we talk about links, it's about basically getting other businesses to link to your website. So Google knows that your website has more value, it's more reputable, it's got more information to help that person. Google's goal is basically about helping someone answer their search term. It's about, you know, answering someone's problem and giving the website that's going to answer that problem. So by getting links to your website, people are saying to Google, this website is going to help this search term, this website is going to help this problem. But again, there's obviously factors to that. There's a strategy behind that in terms of when it comes to link building. It's not just a case of getting links from anywhere. You've obviously got things like forums that are probably lower in rankings than things like getting a link for a blog post. So I'd say they're the three areas of SEO. I've gone off on a bit of a tangent, but hopefully it helps explain it. But yeah, you've got those three areas of SEO. I always say that the most priority, or the main thing that you want to always do first, is start with your on-page SEO. It's the easiest and it's probably the quickest wins to do in terms of SEO, because you're letting Google then know what your pages are about. So once you've got your pages optimized for SEO, you can then start looking at more like the technical factors of SEO or the link building after that. Because again, when it comes to link building, you need to let those people know what your website's about. So it's going to help them understand what your website's about more for the future of link building.